Hey guys, I'm Vane, and welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. Where we last left off was that we continued the mission of La Cage à Foie. We finished that off in the last episode, and then we get into the main quest after that, which is Where Children Toil, Toys Waste Away. Where we finally figured out where Detlaff was last actively been at. So yeah, we confronted a kid, and we basically got into a toy shop, which was what the kid told us he last saw Detlaff. So yeah, let's explore this toy shop with Regis, who's been helping us out kindly.
So this is his nest.
Oh.
Need to look around. Detlaff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe.
Yeah.
You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
That is so messed up.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Yep. But who is this blackmailer, though? I think it could be... I don't think it's a vampire blackmailer, if anything. I feel like it's a vampire hunter who's... It's either a vampire hunter who is very salty against the Duchess and the kingdom of Toussaint. Or maybe that this guy was bullied by the 5 men that was forced... that were forced to be killed, I guess, at this point. Or it could be something else entirely that we don't know about. It could be a vampire that just hates Detlaff, and the way that the vampire wants to get rid of Detlaff would be through crimes against his own hand, Detlaff's own hand. But then again, the surprising twist could be cool if it was it would be Renawed, like the lady that he's, or I guess it's a lady. My assumption is that he loves this woman, and this woman vampire is. Or maybe the vampire is not even a vampire. It might be just a woman in general, and just that he loves her a lot, that he wanted to protect her, but the blackmailers got her or something like that.
Any idea what it could be? Detlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Detlaff yourself.
Yeah.
Whoever it is someone new.
I mean, the lady in the background who's drawn on the wall is probably Renawed.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close.
Right there.
Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Acceptance.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Interesting. But my assumption is that she's the mastermind behind this blackmail. Like, she herself probably wanted to see Detlaff succumb to pain and suffering somehow. I don't know. It's just an idea in my mind that might be a better way to kind of get the story rolling a little bit. But it could be also a bigger thing where somebody else is controlling her, and she's controlling Detlaff to kill these people. That would be interesting, like just a layer of complexity of stories, and then on top of that, like the person who's controlling Renawed is is Regis. That would be funny as well. I would just be like, why is this a circle of loop where somebody's forcing me to do these things? I highly doubt it's Regis. Regis wouldn't want to get involved either ways. He just wants to be friends with Detlaff and not be mortal enemies forever. Yeah, why...
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Detlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Well, she said she was a. He said that she was a human, so how can a human be a part of the pack when she's not a vampire herself?
Detlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly, Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
Makes sense.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Is there more clues in it?
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Thank God. I was like, I hope they let me explore a little bit more because I didn't actually fully look into the place. Why is there a sound? I hear a sound.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
I hear some whirling sounds somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where.
Nice little trinket.
Is that a sword down on the floor? I think that I don't really need to explore the...
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Have we seen that face before? Doesn't look like Yennefer, though. Not like Triss either. It might be one of the four women we saw with the Duchess. Definitely not the Duchess herself, and definitely not the lady we helped that was turned like the bird turning quest, the side quest where she was turning into a bird. It's like on episode 200-ish. No, 204-ish. Yeah, we saved her and we basically we saved her and then we basically like let the knight kind of do whatever with it, so it's fine, I guess. But no, I don't think that's her. So it might be one of the particular ladies that hangs around with the Duchess.
Tools were used recently. Detlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Okay, there's one more thing in here, it looks like. Letters naming the beast's targets.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count de la Croix.
Detlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter.
Yeah.
All of it written using the same ink.
Made sense. But there's one more victim, isn't it? That he needs to kill still?
See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Yeah.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
That's true. But I do think it's a human. Because I think that if a human has enough knowledge, they can still manipulate a lot. And I think that in this world of The Witcher, with all the humans the way they are, sometimes they just can be greedy. They just if they want to do something for revenge, they will do it. Vampires probably live too long to care about that kind of thing sometimes. Love is a lot stronger for the vampire. Regret and revenge is not really that long for them either ways. I feel like revenge is not long for them. Regret, probably very long, just as much as love, as an emotion for a vampire. But anyways.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlaff's innocence, clearly.
True.
Actually, it is. Detlaff's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Makes sense.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlaff and I both.
Oh, Geralt just bumped into that toy puppet there. Leveled up again! Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh! Yeah, cool. Hell yeah. Got level 48. Cool. Ah, I see. So there's 1,000 points right there. Wine is sacred. Okay. Cool. I actually like this. The story is starting to pick up a lot more. The story is picking up a lot more. It's really interesting. Yeah, I did say in the last episode I need to fly back to, or fast travel back to, so we need to go back to the kingdom, or the palace. Okay. I need to go back to the vineyard so I can, like, I like how 42 is, like, the thing here. I need to go back to the vineyard to hopefully put away my armors and swords, I guess I would say. Alright, that's the last of Rend, so we're gonna now upgrade Sunder Armor, and then we should be golden for whatever we need to do. Active Shield, Delusion. I'm probably gonna move Delusion to, yeah, up to... No, I want to use Active Shield onto Firestream, because I don't think I'm going to be using Firestream anymore once I get Sunder Armor. And I'm going to replace the mutagen with a red mutagen. Do I have another red? Oops. Yeah, I do have a lot of red mutagens. I don't have that much red mutagens, but I do have a lot of blue ones and greens, which is interesting to see. But yeah, yeah, I'll probably use that once we get the Sunder Armor, for sure. Yeah, because might as well just get that. I'm not going to use Firestream as much either ways. I don't really think it's useful anymore after using it so many times back then in the main parts of the game. Melt Armor definitely is important, I think, to keep, because it gives me that kind of edge of what I need. Man, I really want to get Igni Intensity to go higher, maybe. Pyromaniac increases the chance. Ooh, yeah. These three, Melt Armor, Igni Intensity, and Pyromaniac, are definitely great things for the Igni stuff. But Firestream is a bit too excessive. I feel like it's like it forces you to stay still or stand still or move a little bit slightly slower, but it doesn't really do that much. Like, it doesn't increase the chance to effectively help me at all. Or maybe I can just increase the intensity of Quen Discharge. Reflects 5% of the... Oh, that's really good too. Yeah, I mean, if I'm done with, like, leveling up with the combat stuff, I might put a little bit into the signs to kind of, like, get the remaining stuff, I guess. I mean, there's not a lot of good stuff at the moment with the last few tree stuff. I actually don't... I don't dislike the skill stuff here or anything. I like it, but it's too rare to, like, go between the stuff. Like, it doesn't really help me as much because of how little room there is to kind of equip some of the system. Like, it becomes very complicated. It doesn't help you... It doesn't help diversify the way you want to play it. It hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit because of how you have to, like... Okay, let's get to the fast travel at least. There's so many people in my way. Why is there so many people here? What happens? Man, you guys are all freaking in there for some reason. Where is my freaking home? Oh, there I am. There it is. Boop. Alright, yeah, I need to head back here so I can drop some of the armor / swords onto the racks in the vineyard. Maybe also check up on the old lady we saved at from episode 218. See what's up with her. Because I'm thinking she might have, like...
Lots to do before it gets dark.
It might seem like she might be working for us now. Like as a peasant or whatever it is. Is she still eating or just sitting there just... Oh my god, she's still eating.
I thank you. So tasty. Oh, so good.
Oh dear, she's such a weirdo. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like, it's just scary. Scary as hell. Is there a weapons rack here? No, there's not. There's a weapons rack there. And there's a bunch of weapons rack here as well. That sort of looks really weird. It's like a T shape, that's it. It's like, whatever. Alright, at least we're getting more cooler stuff, I guess. That's a full set of rack stuff. I think this one is missing gauntlets and boots. Yeah, it's missing gauntlets and boots. This one is missing just the gauntlet or the gloves. I don't have any paintings. I still have yet to figure out if there's paintings that are being sold. Or, yeah, like, painting-related items are being sold or not.
Nice arrow.
Okay, let's see what we have in the inventory. Yeah, it would have been nice to drop the head trophies onto the walls, but I highly doubt they will allow it anyways. Suspicious letter, whatever. Cool. Let's save before we continue here first. We're on a new episode, so, yep.
Heroic. We had to summon a witcher to do their work.
Okay. So, I'm guessing the old lady's gonna keep chowing onto the food forever, maybe? Which is kind of disappointing that they haven't changed her location or position or the way she's acting, I guess. Like, she hasn't changed much since then, which kind of bothers me a little bit. But, hey, that's how it is, I guess, because she doesn't have anything much beyond that. Alright, let's see. We've explored everything we could in the world. Or not everything we could, but, like, as much as we could for the world. So, if I recall that we finished defeating the Han's base. We finished, like, 3 Han's base right off the bat already. So, there's one more Han's base. And I'm presumably thinking it's out here in the south. I think this is where the Han's base is, at the very least. If not that, then maybe some other stuff. What is the hunting cottage? Oh, I see. This is like a haunting that we had to take care of eventually. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... There's some question marks on the field left to deal with. And there's some stuff on the island. What is that? Is that an actual building over there? Holy heck, that's an actual building over there. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's... I guess let's continue the main quest for now. Might as well, because I got nothing better to do anyways. I'll talk to the Duchess... And then if we end up getting closer to level up, like if we get to 49 or 50, I'll probably definitely go to the contracts and do the last contract I have on the list. No clue if it's gonna be any better anyways.
Congratulations on your victory in the tourney, Sir Geralt of Rivia.
Okay, lady. I don't know. The compliments are just not really getting to me anymore. Yeah, we haven't been inside of the palace itself in ever.
Fiddlesticks, I'm always off key when...
This is very interesting. We've never been to the kingdom before, or the palace itself before.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
It's nice that it's open
I
air
was
palace.
not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you returned with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a Witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake
This
through
guy's
its
an
heart.
idiot.
Garlic's useless against vampires.
Yep.
Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
Yep.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
You'll never find him either. Yeah, you're gonna let him die, dude. I don't want to say this to be rude, but I think I'd rather say stay out of this because that's a lot less... it's a lot nicer versus go ahead and just let him die.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
And if they
Yet
die...
when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in.
Dude, if they
I'll
die...
take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
No, they're not
Dead
brainless.
wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Settle this problem myself.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Because there's
Don't
no
usually
point.
meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
Yeah,
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
you can't.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Like, at the same time, it's true that this guy is just thinking so low level, thinking that everything's so simple, but there's no such thing as simplicity in this game, or in this world. Like, there's always a layer of dealing with something complicated, and it's just never-ending cycle of problems that you'll always find, and it's just sad that these people want something simplistic to get rid of, but...
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
The best thing they could do is just exile Detlaff from the lands, and that's it. Like, that's pretty much all they can do. If they want to do something more complicated than that, that's gonna most likely be the most trickiest thing, but...
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
That's
Got
what my
one
job
lead.
is.
A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Okay.
In Toussaint, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap.
I'm guessing they got an expert who can read, who can
Benoit,
smell.
can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yeah, is to smell it. The best way is to smell it.
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue,
Ew.
deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Revello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table.
So somebody in the
Perhaps
kingdom.
some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
I wouldn't be surprised if most of those people are dead at the wine place.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In
No.
matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal.
I mean, I trust
We
them.
must ride to Castel Revello at once. Discover what has happened.
True. At the same time, I'm surprised that they actually have some kind of guy like this who's just like, child of... No, not... What the hell's child of berries? I don't know what the hell that's mean. Blueberries, raspberry, tenderness, blandness. I don't know. I'm just throwing out stupid stupid words. I don't know, stupid garbage words I just throw out. It's funny because the way he just did that is just interesting, but also hilarious a little bit. So, anyways.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision.
She wants to go.
We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip.
Oh, okay.
For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your grace.
Oh?
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Well, we're close to the end of the episode, but I'll go there and then I'll stop whenever it's convenient to stop and save. Otherwise I'll probably end the episode from that point. But yeah, let's go for now.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Just rips off the skirt again, like like in episode 200. Let's go. It's just funny. The last time she did that. It's interesting because the Duchess seems like she wants to be on an adventure a lot of the times, and and Geralt's giving her that opportunity to let her do like the most drastic stuff ever. So it's funny to see, and it's interesting to see that she's actually very interested in these kind of things, like going on adventures, fighting, etc.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Interesting. I never knew that was the idea or the rule behind.
That's it, Roach.
I never knew that was the idea or the approach of how the vampires die in this world. I mean, this is the first time of me playing a Witcher game, so I wouldn't understand the concept of how the vampires work in this game. But at the very least, I understand that the troll.
Hunters have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this.
Panthers.
Begone!
Panthers. Where are they? Oh, there they are.
Help! Save us!
Ow. Ow. Jesus, come on. There's only one more left.
Done. Time to move on.
Alright.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank
we
you.
happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Okay, I guess. No, I wanted to save. Alright, anyways, this is a good place to stop for the time being. I like how an action, or a little fork in the road of actions, convinced us to stop and take a break here. But thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds, and hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, and night, whenever watching this. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and continue following the Duchess and the general to, or the captain, to the wine place that we're supposed to head to. Otherwise, I think it's interesting to see that it's related to not the family. The Duchess is like kingdom wine producer, I guess would be the right word for it. But otherwise, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that it's related to them still. And I kind of knew that from some sense that it could be somebody who was working under the Duchess who's doing it, or it could be somebody else in the kingdom or part of the court that probably wanted to blackmail this vampire to do something, because it's probably their own people. It's nobody who's outside of the kingdom for sure. I don't feel like it would ever be, because I don't think some peasant or some random person outside would know every knight, all the 5 knights of old that used to be part of Toussaint's like knights, royal knights and such. So I'm kind of curious if that's what will drag on into it. But otherwise, that's it for me in this episode. Yeah, in the next episode, again, we'll follow the Duchess to the wine producer, and we'll see what happens from there. I look forward to seeing whatever it's going to happen, and yeah. So, Roz, out.